NBA suspends Stewart, Duren, Bridges, Diabate for Monday's Brawl. Charlotte, NC. Detroit center Isaiah Stewart was suspended 7 games by the NBA on Wednesday, while 3 other players were also penalized for their roles in a fight during a game between the Pistons and Charlotte Hornets. Hornets forwards Miles Bridges and Moussa Diabate were each suspended 4 games for fighting and escalating the altercation, while Pistons center Jalen Duren got 2 games for initiating the altercation and fighting, the league announced, but the heaviest penalty went to Stewart, with the league saying it was based in part on his repeated history of unsportsmanlike acts. The league said he left the bench area, aggressively entered an on-court altercation, and fought during Monday night's game. The suspensions began immediately, with Stewart and Duren missing Wednesday night's 113-95 win over the Toronto Raptors. Bridges and Diabate were out Wednesday night as the Hornets held on to beat the Atlanta Hawks 110-107. Stewart has been suspended 5 times, including once for an altercation with LeBron James in 2021. He was suspended twice last season, including last April in an altercation with the Minnesota Timberwolves that spilled over into the stands. Detroit coach J.B. Bickerstaff defended his team Wednesday. "The narrative that's out there that we react to everything, every time, is a disappointing one, to be honest with you," Bickerstaff said before the Pistons game in Toronto. "You're hearing all this stuff about what our guys are and it's completely inaccurate. If they reacted to everything that happened to them, we would never have a basketball game. To highlight the rare moments and make that the story is disrespectful to our guys as basketball players." Hornets coach Charles Lee, who was ejected from the game in the 4th quarter for arguing a call, said he understands the decision handed down by James Jones, the NBA's executive vice president, head of basketball operations. "I had a conversation with James and he gave me an explanation for why they made the decision and I appreciate that, and I was able to give my sense of what I thought about the situation," Lee said. "It is what it is. We made a choice in that moment and our actions put us in a situation where we have to take the medicine as the league hands out, and do better next time." Diabate, Bridges, Duren and Stewart were all ejected from the Pistons' 110-104 win following a melee in the 3rd quarter. Duren was driving toward the basket when he was fouled by Diabate. Duren turned around to get face-to-face with Diabate and the two appeared to butt heads. Duren then hit Diabate in the face with an open hand and things escalated from there. While Pistons forward Tobias Harris was holding Diabate back, Diabate threw a punch at Duren. Duren walked away and Bridges got involved by charging at him, throwing a left-handed punch. Duren retaliated with a punch. Diabate attempted to charge again at Duren and had to be held back. Stewart left the bench to confront Bridges, who responded with a punch, and the players tussled. At one point, Stewart rushed to throw a punch at Bridges and missed, but Stewart appeared to get Bridges into a headlock and delivered multiple blows toward his head. Duren spoke afterward, calling it an overly competitive game, and adding that emotions were flaring. "At the end of the day, we would love to keep it basketball, but things happen. Everybody was just playing hard." Following practice Tuesday, Diabate apologized to the Hornets organization and to the fans for his role in the altercation and vowed not to let it happen again. "When he put his hand in my face, that's when I think I lost control of it," Diabate said. Lee was ejected and had to be restrained by Hornets guard Brandon Miller while yelling at officials for a no-call after Charlotte's Grant Williams collided with Detroit's Paul Reed. A source told ESPN's Shams Charania that Duren will still be able to participate in the NBA All-Star Game despite the suspension. He was named an Eastern Conference reserve last week. The suspensions will cost Stewart $724,138, Bridges $689,655, Duren $89,423 and Diabate $62,641, according to ESPN's Bobby Marks. The Pistons are in first place in the Eastern Conference. Charlotte is fighting for a playoff spot and had won 9 straight games, one shy of tying a franchise record, before losing to the Pistons. Information from the Associated Press was used in this report.